Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So yesterday was pretty much a non-event. Nothing much happened, but I think the one thing that did happen was we managed to break above this trend line, and that trend line is the top of my flag. We managed to break above it before closing below it. Okay, so for me at this stage, this is an indication that we are trying to break this flag to the upside. And that does bring us a fairly strong measured move into play. Um, at this stage, I think we need to just keep that level in play at the moment, because this is kind of what we're looking to break through right now, and we've closed pretty much on it. If we start moving to the lower time frames, you'll see what I'm talking about here. So let me just fine tune this one. So you can see there we've had a break, and we had a attempted a break here previously, which also broke above this fractal here, and now what we have is a break and a retest. Okay, so if you look at the 3 hour, that is a flag break. Okay, the only thing that could contradict that, which is probably the more clever thing to do, is this level here that's been rejected so many times that we've rejected it again, and we need to get above the high of yesterday in order for us to start looking for longs. Okay, so it does look pretty interesting to me at the moment that we've broken through the moving averages here and we tested it with an inside bar here. Okay, so if we drill down to the hour, let's bring that to the middle. Nothing really much to read into this here. We haven't tested the moving averages. We broke below them and we broke back above it. So that's pretty much an indication of us being all over the place. But this is what's interesting me here. So we've got a crossover happening on the one stochastic and the other one's brewing as well. They are in the middle of nowhere, but these kind of things, when they're far apart like this, regardless of where they are, can be fairly violent. So I suspect we have got a break at the moment of our flag. This is a bit of a retest of the flag, and we're probably going to get another 1 or 2 tests of this level before bouncing up. That's what I would assume happening. But I think for me at the moment, the opportunity is to start looking for longs. If we start drilling down here into the 12 minutes on this chart here, you'll see how we had this massive exhaustion bar, and as soon as you see something like that, you know you don't want to try and continue moving to the upside. You need to wait for the pullback. We came back, we closed the gap. Okay, and when we closed the gap, we had profit taking, but we also had a couple of buyers staying in. So right now, that's our fractal to the upside, and that's our fractal to the downside. So we're looking for 51721. We need that level to hold. We've got then looking for longs. Alternatively, 51595 to the downside. Then we're looking for some downside. And the only target that I have to the downside is this gap. When we come to the hour, that's the gap down here, which would be bottom of flag. Okay, so I think for now, on the hour, we need to hold the moving averages at the moment. If we can stay above them, I think we'll be fine. You can start looking at longs. But 10 cent at the moment is down 0.6%, which is not a good sign. NASDAQ yesterday was up 1%, so that could work out in our favor as well. Rand dollar 14.38, slightly weaker, nothing really to worry about. Futures market at the moment is pretty much all flat, flat to slightly down. So your guess is as good as mine, I suppose, at the moment. There is a lot of structure forming, and I do like the structure forming, but I do want to see a little bit more confirmation, especially looking for confirmation on things like the 3 hour, 4 hour, and the daily. And if I look at the 4 hour, this price action of yesterday is pretty much big up, big down, big up, big confusion. The only positive part is that we are bouncing off the moving averages, which is starting to look like a turn. Okay, let's just get to the Ichimoku. I'm not really sure we're going to see something different, but let's look. So the 12 minutes, we had a bearish cross here. We've had a bullish cross, bearish and bearish. So lots of mixed signals on the 12 minute at the moment. Half hour, we've had a bearish cross here. Everything else is bullish. Again, mixed signals. Was a bounce off a cloud, which is fairly interesting. And if we look at the hour, bounce off Kijinsen, and we're now bouncing off Tekinson. And Tekinson and Kijinsen are flat, so nothing really to read into that at the moment. And if we look at the 4 hour, it looks like we have a crossover brewing here. Chikuspan is stuck in price, so again, mixed signals. Nothing really to read into it. We've got a flat Kijinsen, Tekinson hovering around in the cloud for quite a week, for the whole of last week basically. Bearish engulfing, bullish inside bar. Lots of confusion here off Kijinsen and Tekinsen, and they've come together. So nothing really to read into that at the moment. And the same on the daily. Flat Kijinsen, flat Tekinsen is bullish, but going nowhere. And I think that's pretty clear at the moment. So I don't think we've got much there. So it boils down. I just want to look at one other. I just want to see where we're above the 20 moving average on the daily. The 50 and 100 are well below us. If we go to the 4 hour, we're bouncing off the 20 as well, and we've bounced off the 50. So drilling down to the hour, again we bounced off the 100 here, and that to me is the start of an uptrend. It's a bit messy at the moment, but I think my bias is the upside. But I'm still going to sit on the sidelines and wait for some structure. I want to see some proper structure form before I start getting into this. Could be a double bottom here as well. We've broken through and we haven't come back to test because this is a nonsense data, but we do have a bit of a pin bar here. So this could be a double bottom, or alternatively, it could just be a flag. So if you just draw your levels like that across your fractals, the other one's going to be like that. Something like that. So it could also just be a flag of this move to the downside for another leg down. Okay, so there is a magnet to the downside of this gap, which is bottom of flag. So that is potential. But I think until we break below the low of yesterday, in actual fact, I'm saying not quite the low, is the second higher low of yesterday. If we break below that, I think we're going to have some downside. At this stage, we've broken above 51.721, so I would assume that we have upside. Anyway, the only thing that's worrying me is Tencent being down 0.6%, so 0.8% now. But I wouldn't read too much into Tencent at the moment. I think we're going to take the lead from international markets for a start, and then possibly any damage that gets done to the rand with any politics on the local front. So for me, it's sit tight and wait. So pretty much more of what I suggested yesterday. Wait and see whether this level holds. If this level holds, and the level I'm talking about is pretty much, you can either say on the hour the 50 moving average or the 100 moving average. Alternatively, just use the 8, 13, 21 moving averages, and if those hold, price stays above them, and you're looking for longs. If it drops below that, I'd get out of it and sit and wait for the next opportunity. We do have this magnet to the downside, and that, if we do get to the closest gap, that would be an area I'd be looking to buy at. Okay, So yeah, so my advice is really sit tight, wait for some destruction, see what happens. If this level holds, okay, then it's an opportunity to buy. So it's 51721, and the nice thing is your stop is going to be 160 points, 170 points stop loss. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.